Democrats who have taken aim at Colorado's taxpayer Bill of Rights in all sorts of ways have finalized their plan for November's election. Ask people to vote to reduce TABOR refunds a little more year after year, and in return, lower-income Coloradans would get larger refunds next year, and property tax owners would get some property tax relief. Politics guy Marshall Zellinger asked the governor, why dangle cash in return for votes to scale back the taxpayer Bill of Rights?
I personally believe the pathway to a more progressive TABOR refund mechanism is through an income tax cut.
A lower state income tax would result in fewer dollars coming in, meaning fewer dollars needing to be refunded because of TABOR. But that was not the question. The question was, why offer equal and equitable TABOR refunds, no matter your income level, in exchange for a yes vote on the November ballot issue that would minimize how high property taxes increase for property owners?
It may appear that these are politically connected, but they're actually policy connected.
Renters, people who live in apartment complexes, anyone who does not own property, you are not going to directly benefit from the property tax proposal on the ballot because it takes some of everyone's TABOR refund money to make sure cities, counties, schools, and fire districts still get funded, even if property owners don't pay as much as they're supposed to currently.
We want to make sure that money that is used from that pot of money, the surplus, it doesn't negatively impact people who are renters.
That brings us back to the quid pro quo. If you vote yes on the property tax ballot issue, it will trigger a second bill passed yesterday that will increase TABOR refunds for low-income earners and decrease them for higher earners, creating equal TABOR refunds for everyone, including renters. Equal TABOR refunds will not happen if the property tax ballot issue does not pass. When lawmakers in the House voted last night to put the property tax issue on the ballot, every Republican walked out and did not vote.
Well, I don't think walking out on a body is polite. There were times when I served in a legislative body in Congress that I wasn't happy with what the majority party was doing, but I never walked out.
So what we accomplished is we made a statement.
House Minority Leader Mike Lynch defended Republicans walking out when I asked him how it was any different than voting no.
We're talking about it right now.
This story started with me asking the governor about trading TABOR money in exchange for a vote on the property tax ballot issue. Sean Boyd at Channel 4 followed up, and the House Speaker and Senate President answered the question instead. Jesse Paul with the Colorado Sun also tried, and the governor reiterated what the Senate President said, which is they were meant to be connected, but they couldn't be because of rules in Colorado that limit bills to one subject, and it didn't fit under the one subject rule. What doesn't make sense to me about it is that the property tax ballot issue was introduced on May 1st, Monday, and the equal TABOR refunds wasn't introduced until Saturday, May 6th. So if they were connected, you'd think they'd be introduced back-to-back on the same day.
Some things are complicated because they're complicated, and some things are complicated because it helps the people who want them to be complicated. Did this need to be as complicated as it is? With all these things linked to each other,
No.
vote for this to get this cash, then this happens?
No, they could live in vacuums for sure. But the thing is, if you're going to reduce property taxes for homeowners and you want to benefit renters in some way, you have to say, oh, we're taking some of your TABOR refund with this proposal. You're not going to like that. So we're going to give you this little bit that you're going to like, but that's why we're tying this together, because that's why it's so complicated.
Well, the good news for the governor is that if he doesn't answer the question, you'll just go away, as we've seen before. You'll just say, okay, fine, that's fair, that's fair. You'll just go away.
I don't have 6 months until it's on the ballot to talk about this, so you're right.
Thanks, Marshall.